Everyone, I'm here in a small area of Pandacan, Manila, the Philippines, and I'm going to give you a short tour of parts of this area, and I'm going to walk to a more urban area called Makati. Okay, and I'll give you some commentary along the way. Okay, so this is a small alley, and see some men basically riding bicycles, and people can sit in them, sit in the carriage next to it, or a lot of them have motorcycles, motorbikes. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is called Pandacan. There's not that much. This is, I would consider this kind of like a village. And this area is mostly houses and apartments. Mind you, this is Philippine style, or so the apartments here are not so modern, but they're anyway okay. But in Makati, they have much nicer, more modern buildings and apartment buildings. Okay, so we're about getting close to a major road that I'm going to show you. So we'll be walking through a market, and yeah, so I suppose you'll see lots of interesting or exotic things. So you don't see that many cars in this area because part of the road is blocked off to cars, but some go through there anyway. But the roads are very narrow, so it's difficult for cars to go down that way. And I've seen signs of this person a few times. So I'm not sure if he used to be the mayor, or is the current mayor of Manila, or mayor of part of Manila. I'm not sure. There were some signs of him around. And also of this lady, Congresswoman Sandy Ocampo. So she's apparently been a congresswoman for 6 terms. I'm not sure how long a term is in the Philippines for a politician. So I've seen a bunch of her signs in Manila. So it could be that cars are allowed down this way, but on the other end of the road, there's basically a blockade. But anyway. So it is getting a little, it's getting close to 6, so it's getting a little dark, but we should have enough light to finish this tour. So for the most part, this village, I would consider it a village, this small area of Manila is okay. There's not much to do, but there are some small restaurants around and some small marts. And I guess learning to live like a Filipino is, interesting, if only for a short time. I mean, like basically a lower class, sort of poor Filipino. Maybe middle class, but I think the most likely rich people would live in a much nicer area. Okay, and this is a sign for an express place. Not sure if you can see. Palawan Express, and Palawan is a famous island of the Philippines. We're in an island called Luzon. Palawan is a different island. And it could be somewhat similar to, sort of analogous to Java and Bali. Java's sort of the main island of Indonesia, and Bali's a touristy area with lots of great scenic areas. Luzon is the main island of the Philippines, and Palawan is famous for scenery. Okay, so these vehicles coming past me, they're called jeepneys. And a jeepney is basically a Philippine minibus. Generally, they're very cheap to go around. They might be actually the cheapest way to get around Manila for short distances. So on the left is a clean fuel station. So I guess they have some clean fuels here. So we're on a road called Pedro Gil. And as I mentioned, I'm going to walk you through a small market and show you all the way up to Makati, which is the start of Makati, which is an urban area of Manila. I actually like Makati probably the best, like one of my favorite parts of Manila. But this area anyway is a bit less urbanized, but it's okay. Pandacan or Pandacan. Okay. This here on my right, so I guess we're in an area now called Santa Ana, and this is a fire station here. And I've seen lots of these. I guess these are sort of shrines. Lots of those types of things I've seen around here. On the right looks like a Japanese restaurant and some other type of restaurant. This here, I believe, is another political ad. political poster. On the left is a Philippine National Bank. In front of me is a taxi, and often the taxis are white color. On the left is a gym, a fitness gym. Because of the darkness, I guess it's hard to see. But that's a fitness gym. And here's that woman I had mentioned, Sandy Ocampo. So she's, oh wow, so a bunch of cats in cages. So a bit beyond, there's a McDonald's and a Jollibee. On the left here is a Pizza Hut, and looks like a Japanese restaurant. A massage place. Okay, and on the left is a supermarket. Well, there's a supermarket inside, and there's also many other businesses in there. And I'm going to cross the road because otherwise the traffic is going to make it difficult to cross. Okay. So I've never seen something like this before. A 24-hour junk shop. Wow. Okay. Well, if it's 24 hours, there must be a good demand for it. That there looks like a stray cat. There's a lot of stray cats in Manila. Quite a lot. I've seen a lot. Okay, so we're getting closer to the market. And the market actually isn't very big, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like and then walk up to Makati. And one unfortunate thing about jeepneys is that they pollute a lot. So I could see a lot of pollution coming from them. Okay. So you can see the traffic, and this isn't even a very busy road. I've seen roads that are really just have absolutely atrocious traffic. So the distance might be very short between two places you want to go, but the traffic makes it so that it's sometimes literally faster to just walk. Okay, so there's a place called Red Ribbon on the right, which looks like a cake place. There's another supermarket on the left. Say another pizza place called Domino's Pizza on the left. Yet again, this politician's poster. It's a chicken place. Okay, so here we are at the market now. I just need to walk around this place. Okay, so let me show you here. Okay, so there's a place called Chow King. There's a lot of these fast food. It's called Chow King. And the Mandarin for the Chinese characters is Chao Chun. And the Cantonese is Chiu Quan. But anyway, I guess they picked it. Okay, so that's the Chinese restaurant on the left. Now here's the market. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different types of businesses selling stuff. On the right here is some DVDs. Also on the left, DVDs. And I would bet good money that these are all pirated DVDs. But I don't know for certain. Yeah, so anyway, just a bunch of DVDs, some Japanese and Hollywood movies and other international movies. Okay, so this market is not just for food. They have kind of everything here. Clothing, as I mentioned, pirated DVDs. At least I think they are. Somebody selling jewelry, food. And one thing I should mention is that oh whoa, there's a dog. Oh my goodness, there's a dog on the whatever that is. The dog must have jumped on there. My goodness. Okay, that was a bit that was interesting. Yeah. So I'm in an area of Manila where there's probably very few foreigners that ever come here. So I was here earlier and I noticed a lot of people staring at me. So to me that's an indication not a lot of tourists come here. And anyway, couldn't easily see any foreigners. It's like some people playing chess. On the left is some sort of internet cafe. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's almost already sunset. Okay, so I'd still probably consider this part of the same market. It's a man selling, I think those are fried peanuts. And it's a 7-Eleven that I went there earlier to buy some credit to add money to my SIM card. And you see lots of these, I guess they call them tricycles. First there's 3 wheels. But basically there's the motorcycle part and the carriage part. Yet another political poster. Okay, so I don't know exactly what you call these things. I guess they just call them tricycles. But okay, so moving on. Uh, Getting closer to Makati. Not there yet, though. At least we're not there at the sign for Makati. There's actually a sort of a gate that says something like "Welcome to Makati." Coming up, there's some sort of statue. I don't know if it's religious, but it looks. I went there earlier. It looks something like a religious statue, maybe. Maybe an angel. Not sure. Something with angels. Excuse me, something with wings. Okay, moving on. So there's a restaurant on the right. Okay, so just a little bit further to get to Makati. So there's a restaurant selling tapsalog and anything ending in silog. Like I think they have pork silog, chick silog, and other things. I'm not exactly sure, but anyway, like chick silog has chicken and rice and other stuff. So silog just, I guess, is some sort of Philippine dish, and you add another word to it, which usually indicates the meat. Okay, so somebody here selling it's like barbecued meat or just cooked meat on sticks. Okay. And now hopefully you should be able to see some skyscrapers, some much taller buildings than in this area. And as I mentioned, my opinion is that Makati is one of the nicest parts of Manila. This area is not really that nice, but it's inexpensive to be in this area. I'll just say that. Like, I saw a sign that said basically you can rent a flat for an entire month for 7,000 or 8,000 pesos, which is not very expensive, in my opinion. Okay, so you see here it says welcome city of Makati, the Philippines. And anyway, so there's lots more to see in this area, but because it's dark, it's going to be harder to see. So anyway, as a recap, I took you from an area in Manila called Pandacan, and now we ended up here in Makati. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you could, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. And finally, please feel free to leave a comment. Okay, thank you.